is Zuharris, then Zuhari, and I'm from the semester 1. Today I will present my topic. Yes, very close. So how to daily life, I often is progress. We like to work, we are often starting to find enough to do. We like to work where we are people starting to find enough and sometimes after of food are being proposed at least in the day. The issue of food is not only about problem weight, but it's the large problem that is our economic and security. In this presentation, I would like to share what food is, what helping is impact on our work and what we can do to help this need. Let's begin with the definition. What actually is food waste? Food waste refers to any food type of food that is safe and edible but is not eaten, and it is thrown away, left to spoil or discard. This includes many things. Food that is cooked by the British, food that is expired date, or even fresh food and vegetables they are thrown away because they will be prepared. For example, imagine you buy first of banana, you right? Left the rest uncooked, then bread and salt. Eventually, you throw them away. This is the food waste. It may seem like a small matter, but when we add up all this of people around the world, there is a shortage. According to global report, 1/3 of all food produced every year is waste. That's enough to feed nearly 2 billion people. One example is this topic. I want to stop in because I believe food is one of the most important but unrelated global issue. It's not only about throwing away food. It's about wasting resources, money, and opportunities. Every time we throw away food, we are also wasting water, energy, labor, and the land. That world is to produce. Why many people across the world and even in our country are struggling to have food daily lives. I took this topic to create awareness about how to deal with the issue and to encourage everyone to reflect on our daily living. My commitment is simple. I want to inspire you all to take small, meaningful steps to reduce food waste because change our waste with awareness and action. Before we go further, I would like to show you a short video.
Worldwide, 30% of food is lost or wasted. This averages out to 614 kilocalories per person every single day, about the same as 10 medium eggs or 21 large carrots. But wait, what does this have to do with climate change? When food is lost or wasted, all of the resources that went into making it are wasted too. Globally, this accounts for 1.4 billion hectares of wasted land and 250 kilometers cubed of wasted water every year. That's a land area larger than Canada and India put together, and enough water to fill up 100 million Olympic-sized swimming pools. What's more, food loss and waste are responsible for 8 to 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. These emissions not only come from the production and transportation of wasted food, but they also come directly from the rotting food itself when it is broken down by microorganisms.
You can see from the video, food is created as we receive food. This means most of the planet resources. Cost of food is this directly at household waste. Cost of food waste. First, household waste. Second, retail and supermarket waste. Third, farm labor waste. Fourth, food service. And lastly, transportation and ecosystem. This step we're looking at household waste, which is one of the largest source of food waste worldwide. There are several common reasons for food waste happening. The first is overvaluing. Many of us buy more than we actually need, especially during sale or promotion. We think we are saving money, but in reality, we often end up throwing food away when it's spoiled. The second reason is cooking too much. We often cook last without thinking it's better to have more, but then the leftover sit in the trash all day and eventually get run over. The third reason is, and finally, professional experiment. Many people think must be performing outside way after this day, when in reality is often just different quality or safety. All this one mistake will seem harmless, but when we million of cost on the amount of food waste become enormous. The next some of food waste come from retail and supermarket waste. One of the reasons because there is still an empirical standard. Many supermarkets reject food and all vegetable are safe or slightly used. Even though they are still properly available. Another reason is overstocking. Supermarkets often because they are sure to be full and attractive to customers. But many of the products are already sold and up expiry. Lastly, there is packaging. Is another factor. Even if the food inside is fine, a small pair of the or plate, the get enough for it is time. In short, our obsession with perfect food that we become of unnecessary investment category. Farm level waste. Before food level, we just supermarket, the less amount is already just at the farm level. There are several causes. Bad weather, such as drought or storm that disrupt food. Second, plant and disease. The enter plant making them unable to sell. Overproduction. Where farmers go on the market and not left on sold produce. Market rejection. Just on side of value. Your food that wasn't domestically is thrown away. And finally, improper harvesting can be affected from your production. Imagine a farmer who worked hard for life only to see how food is a waste of effort, time and money. Restaurant, hotel, catering service also produce a significant amount of goods. The very include cooking mistake, such as burnt or unnatural sugar, overproduction, when kitchen prepare more food than needed to avoid running out. Flash version slide, which is customer cannot finish. And lastly, for inventory management, where it is how to use quality expenditure. For instance, think about graphics camera student. They often give extra food to ensure there are always enough on display, but when much of is enough to be touched at the end of the day. Also distribute transportation and processing. Not before it reaches the consumer. For predicting the cost of the goods or big price. Second, best condition or delay in transport. Tailing is spoiled, especially for fresh produce. The right temperature, fresh item, such as milk and seafood spoil. Lastly, action conversion and human error. During food or processing can also result in loss. To solve this problem, food produce and transported need to use better packaging material and modern storage system. Three impact of food waste. First, hunger, thicker vegetables, and lastly, waste resources. Even the large amount of food are used every day. Many people around the world still suffer from hunger. If waste of food is distributed properly, it could help reduce global hunger and improve food security. Financial loss. Throwaway will also mean wasting the money spent on production, transportation, and storage. Business and household million is year of unnecessary goods. Lastly, waste resources. When food is waste, all the resources used to produce it, such as water, electricity, land, and labor are also used. This will be environmental damage and reduce the availability of natural resources for future generation. Lastly, solution. Improve harvesting technique. Second, donate also by agriculture. Lastly, offer small version of half side option. The first step is to improve harvesting technique. The chief farmer can use better tool and method to develop the crop and harvest them at the right time. Second, connecting on-school by agriculture, which is the restaurant, supermarket, and food company can work with food bank and charity to distribute food to those in need instead of letting it go to waste. Third, offering small portion or outside option. This can help reduce the the amount of food left uneaten is storage. Customers can always order more if they are often hungry. Conclusion: every single person can make an applicant when we throw awareness to each state resources, reduce pollution, and help to others. Small action like using leftover or sharing extra food can have a big impact when donated collectively.